This is Forlorn, a Morgan Cross FBI suspense thriller, Book 10, written by Blake Pierce, read by Theresa. Prologue. Sarah Thompson's sneakers patted rhythmically against the cracked pavement, the steady cadence a soothing counterpoint to the hum of the city. The evening air was crisp, carrying with it the faint tang of metal and oil that always clung to this part of Dallas. The industrial district was a stark contrast to the lush greenery of the more manicured neighborhoods, but Sarah found solace in its quiet predictability. Here, among warehouses and dormant factories, she could run without the cacophony of blaring horns and chattering pedestrians. As she rounded a familiar corner, Sarah's gaze drifted across the street to an old factory building. Its red brick facade was dulled by years of exposure to the elements, and ivy crept up its sides like nature's claim on human abandonment. Despite its wear, the structure stood with a certain dignified resilience, a silent testament to the city's past prosperity. Sarah knew the history of this place well. As a child, her grandfather had regaled her with stories of the vibrant assembly lines and intoxicating aroma of cocoa that once permeated the air. This was where one of America's most famous chocolate bars had been crafted, a sweet relic of innovation and industry. Although it had been decades since the factory had been working, the building still held an iconic place in the hearts of locals. Her stride slowed as she noticed a figure standing before the entrance. He was a man of average height, clad in a nondescript jacket, staring up at the building with focus. He seemed utterly absorbed by it, his head tilted slightly, as if trying to decipher a secret written in the aged brickwork. Intrigued by his intensity, Sarah's pace faltered, and she found herself studying the man as much as he scrutinized the building. His hands were buried deep in his pockets, shoulders hunched against the mild evening air, yet there was a sharpness to his gaze that suggested a purpose beyond shielding himself from the cold. The setting sun cast long shadows that danced across his features, adding a layer of mystery to his already enigmatic presence. She considered the possibility that he might be an architect or a historian, someone with a professional interest in the imminent fate of the structure. Or perhaps he was simply another soul drawn to the melancholic beauty of the decaying monument, a kindred spirit seeking connection with the echoes of a bygone era. The notion was oddly comforting, and for a fleeting moment, Sarah felt a sense of kinship with the stranger. Here they both were, lone figures converging at the crossroads of past and present, each absorbed in their private reflections amidst the quiet giants of steel and stone. Sarah's breath formed a steady rhythm, her feet pounding the pavement in.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?